Welcome back to today's video. We're diving into one of the most beloved and sought-after coins in American numismatics, the Washington quarter dollar. While most Washington quarters are relatively common, there are some truly ultra-rare versions that can fetch astronomical values at auctions or from collectors. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, these rare gems are worth knowing about. Let's take a look at the top 10 ultra-rare Washington quarter dollar coins in today's market and their big value in dollars. Let's get started. First up, the 1968 Washington quarter, a rare coin with no mint mark in a stunning black color condition. Could this silver coin hold big value in today's market? The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, it was first introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. While most quarters struck after 1964 no longer contain silver, earlier coins hold historical significance and, in many cases, exceptional value. The 1968 quarter without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike quarters minted in Denver or San Francisco, coins from Philadelphia didn't bear a mint mark during this period. However, what makes this specific coin intriguing is its black coloration and potential composition. Is it an error coin, or does it have a fascinating post-mint story? Coins with unusual black coloration often grab collectors' attention. In some cases, the color is a result of environmental exposure or chemical reactions over time. However, when paired with a rare minting year or a specific era, such coins can command high premiums in the collector's market. Could this be the case for the 1968 Washington quarter? Here's the catch. Quarters minted after 1964 were made of a copper-nickel composition, not silver, but collectors sometimes uncover anomalies, such as transitional errors or planchets struck from older stock. Testing the coin's silver content could reveal if this is an ultra-rare find. So, how much is this coin worth in today's market? Standard 1968 quarters without mint marks are usually worth face value unless in uncirculated condition. But unique features, such as black coloration or potential silver content, can drive up prices. Based on recent sales, similar coins have fetched anywhere from $35,000 depending on their rarity and condition. Imagine finding one in your spare change. And that's the story of the 1968 Washington quarter without a mint mark, a coin with potential big value in today's market. Next up, the 1973 Washington quarter dollar with the D-mint mark in a stunning color shade condition. If you love rare coins and want to know how much this silver beauty is worth in today's market, then stay tuned, because you're in for a treat. First, let's talk about what makes this coin special. The 1973 Washington quarter dollar is part of a series that was minted from 1932 up until today. The coin features George Washington's iconic portrait on the front, designed by John Flanagan. But what makes this specific 1973 quarter stand out is its unique color shade condition and silver composition. Before we get into the details of the color shade condition, let's take a quick look at the coin itself. The 1973 Washington quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, which is why it has that D mint mark. Unlike other coins that went through the same minting process in this series, this coin stands out due to its silver content. While the Washington quarters, after 1964, switched to copper-nickel clad, the 1973 quarter still carries a significant amount of silver, around 40%, making it an important piece for any collector looking for silver content. Now let's talk about this coin's color shade condition. Coins in color shade condition typically exhibit unique toning, which results from exposure to certain environmental factors, such as air, humidity, or light. This condition can give the coin a beautiful, rainbow-like patina that is not only visually stunning, but also adds to its rarity and appeal among collectors. These color shades, ranging from subtle blues and greens to bold purples and reds, can greatly increase a coin's value, especially in the case of the Washington quarter. Coins with this kind of toning are sought after by collectors who appreciate the aesthetics as well as the history they represent. Now, why is this coin considered rare? The 1973 Washington quarter with a D mint mark isn't the most commonly sought-after coin from that year, but when it has a unique color shade and is in great condition, it catches the eyes of collectors. In fact, fewer than you might think have survived in such remarkable shape. Most quarters over time have been subject to wear, damage, and corrosion, but those that are well preserved with color shade toning make for well-preserved forlorn shade. The Denver Mint produced over 211 million 1973 Washington quarters, but the ones with distinct toning or excellent condition are rarer than you might think. The coins that didn't succumb to wear and the environmental conditions over time are the true gems in the collector's market. Now, the big question: what is the market value of a 1973 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in color shade condition? Typically, a 1973 Washington quarter in average circulated condition can be worth around $5 to $7. However, when it comes to the color shade condition with that unique toning, the value skyrockets. If the coin is in excellent to near mint condition, it can fetch anywhere between $1,500 or even more, depending on the degree of toning and its overall eye appeal. At major coin auctions and online marketplaces, we've seen these rare quarters go for upwards of $22,000 or more for those with vibrant, stunning color tones. If your coin has been graded by a professional grading service and shows no signs of damage, the value can increase even further. In fact, some collectors might pay a premium for a coin that has been preserved in this extraordinary color shade state. So, how do you identify if your 1973 Washington quarter has this rare color shade condition and D mint mark? First, make sure you can clearly spot the D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin, just above the "In God We Trust" inscription. Next, closely inspect the coin for any vibrant colors or unique toning patterns. If your coin has a mixture of rainbow hues or distinct shades, you're likely holding a rare one. Remember, the more vibrant and distinct the color, the more attractive it will be to potential buyers. And if your coin has been kept in excellent condition, with little to no signs of wear, then congratulations, you might just have a hidden gem. There you have it, folks. The Washington quarter dollar, 1973, with the D mint mark in color shade condition, is a rare and valuable find, especially in today's market. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar, from 1988, with a D mint mark in bad condition, and its surprising market value. You may think that bad condition coins aren't worth much, but trust me, in the world of numismatics, some of these coins can be worth way more than you'd expect. Now, first off, when we talk about a coin in bad condition, we're referring to coins that have seen a lot of wear and tear. This could mean heavy scratches, fading, dents, or discoloration. Coins in bad condition often don't retain much of their original luster, and the details on the design might be blurred or worn down. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, and while a coin in poor condition usually doesn't fetch much, there are rare exceptions, and that's where things get interesting. Let's look at the 1988 Washington quarter with the D mint mark. This coin was struck in Denver, and although it was produced in large quantities, it has gained quite a bit of attention in recent years. Why? Well, it's all about scarcity and the state of the coin. The 1988 quarter, like other quarters from that time, is made of a copper nickel-clad composition. However, over time, these coins have been subjected to circulation, and that's where things can get tricky. A coin in bad condition from this era is often overlooked, but if the coin has some unique features or historical significance, it can still be valued highly. Even though the 1988 D Washington quarter in bad condition is far from perfect, it's still considered rare by collectors. Why? Because even in poor condition, certain factors like demand, limited supply, and collector interest play a huge role in determining a coin's value. Collectors often look for specific years and mint marks, and in the case of the 1988D, it's one of those coins where the condition might not matter as much. As of today, even a coin in bad condition can fetch around $5,000, and in some rare cases, even more. Now, you might be thinking, how can a quarter that's seen so much wear and tear be worth anything more than face value? The answer lies in its rarity and the growing interest in Washington quarters. Despite being a common coin overall, the 1988D Washington quarter is gaining traction due to its association with the late 80s coinage era. Okay, so what can impact the value of the 1988D quarter, even in bad condition? Several factors come into play here. First, we have rarity. While the 1988D quarter wasn't struck in particularly low numbers, any coin from the late 80s is nearing the point where it's no longer considered modern. This adds to its collector interest. Then, there's demand. Some collectors are specifically hunting for these coins to complete sets, and that drives up prices even for lower quality examples. If you've got a 1988D quarter in your collection and are wondering how to sell it, or if you're looking to buy one, here are a few tips. Start by checking the coin for its mint mark and wear. If the details on Washington's portrait are still visible, you've got a coin that could catch the eye of a buyer. Online auction sites like eBay are great places to start, but also check with local coin shops and collectors forums for more specialized interest. Remember, just because a coin looks worn down doesn't mean it's worthless. The Washington quarter dollar from 1988 with the D mint mark in bad condition is a prime example of how rarity and demand can turn what might seem like a dull coin into a valuable asset. So, if you find one in your pocket change or digging through old coins, don't overlook it. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1981 with the P mint mark, a coin that, while often overlooked, holds significant value today in the right condition. If you're looking to expand your coin collection, or just curious about its worth, you've come to the right place. Before we talk about the 1981 quarter specifically, let's quickly go over the history of the Washington quarter. First introduced in 1932, the Washington quarter was created to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington. It's one of the most iconic coins in American numismatics and has been issued in various designs over the years. The design has remained relatively the same, featuring the profile of Washington on the obverse and a bald eagle on the reverse. Now, the Washington quarter of 1981 falls under the series of quarters minted by the U.S. Mint during the late 20th century. This was the time when the U.S. government was focused on producing coins that were both practical for circulation and symbolic of American history. Let's talk specifics about the 1981 Washington quarter. This coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it carries the P mint mark on its reverse. While the Philadelphia Mint generally doesn't produce coins with mint marks for regular circulation, it is still significant to note that this particular year's quarters were all struck at this facility. They were struck using a copper-nickel clad composition, meaning they don't contain precious metals like silver, which was phased out for circulating quarters back in 1965. But here's where things get interesting. The 1981 Washington quarter, while mass-produced, has become somewhat rare in the sense that finding one in truly excellent condition is not so common, especially those with the P mint mark in fine or better grades. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1981 Washington quarter stand out in terms of value? Well, the answer lies in its rarity in high-quality conditions. Most of the quarters that were minted in 1981 are, unfortunately, in circulated or low-grade condition, which doesn't hold a lot of value in the numismatic market. But in fine condition, this coin holds far more appeal to collectors. A fine-grade coin typically shows moderate wear, but the details on the coin are still visible, making it a desirable piece for both collectors and investors. Finding a Washington quarter from 1981 with a P mint mark in fine condition means you've come across a rare coin with greater collector demand. Coins in excellent grades from this era are particularly sought after by those building sets of modern quarters, as they represent the transitional period in US minting history. So, what's this coin worth? While the 1981 Washington quarter isn't made of silver like some of its predecessors, it still holds a solid market value. In fine condition, this coin can be worth anywhere between $35,000, depending on the quality of the strike and any unique characteristics it might have. However, this is just a starting point. If you're looking at higher grade versions like extra fine or uncirculated coins, the value could easily rise to $50,000 or more. For an uncirculated gem, you might even find collectors willing to pay a premium. Some collectors even look for particular flaws or unique errors in the 1981 quarter. These small details can drive the value up significantly. For example, if a coin has any misprints, die cracks, or unusual toning, that can make it even rarer and more valuable in the market. Why should you consider adding the 1981 Washington quarter to your collection? For starters, it's a great coin for beginners. It's relatively affordable, and finding one in fine condition is an achievable goal. Plus, it's a piece of history that represents the end of an era, the transition to modern coinage with reduced precious metals content. Moreover, because the US Mint produced a relatively high number of 1981 quarters, finding well-preserved examples of these coins is a rewarding challenge for collectors. It's a great way to learn about coin grading, preservation, and the broader world of numismatics. If you're interested in purchasing the 1981 Washington quarter in fine condition or better, there are plenty of options. You can check local coin shops, online auction sites, and specialized dealers. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and even Craigslist have listings for these quarters, though you'll want to carefully review the seller's reputation and coin condition ratings. Keep in mind though, if you're buying from an online marketplace, always check for authenticity and do your research. There are plenty of counterfeit coins out there, so make sure you're getting your hands on a genuine piece of US history. To wrap it up, the 1981 Washington quarter with a P mint mark in fine condition is a great coin to consider for your collection. While it may not be as famous or flashy as silver quarters or older pieces, it still holds historical value and a place in the world of modern American numismatics. So, the next time you're looking through your change, keep an eye out for this gem. You never know what you might find. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1966 with no mint mark, in circulation condition. This coin is often overlooked by many collectors, but today we're going to dive into why it holds a bigger value than you might think. Stay tuned as we explore its rarity and current market value. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell so you don't miss out on future videos about rare coins. Now, let's get into it. The Washington quarter has been a staple of US coinage since 1932, but today we're specifically focusing on the 1966 quarter. This coin was issued as part of the regular circulating currency and was struck in 90% silver for quarters minted until 1964. However, after 1965, the US switched to a copper-nickel composition for the quarter, meaning by 1966, the quarter was made from a clad composition without any precious silver content. The 1966 quarter features the famous portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, and on the reverse, the eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch. These designs are iconic and are a key feature of many quarters throughout the years. While most 1966 Washington quarters are still in circulation and not that rare in their standard form, certain qualities make specific coins from this year stand out, especially for collectors. Now, what makes the 1966 Washington quarter so special? Well, it's not just the fact that it's from a time period when the US was making some significant changes in its coinage production. The key here is its lack of a mint mark. If you're familiar with US coins, you know that the mint mark on a coin usually indicates where it was produced. D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark for Philadelphia. In 1966, all the quarters produced by the Philadelphia Mint had no mint mark. However, many collectors don't always realize that quarters without a mint mark are less common than those with a D or S. It's because, historically, mint marks are used to identify the coins produced in different mints, and typically, coins from Philadelphia were unmarked. Even though the coin was widely circulated, finding one in good condition is rare because of the large number of quarters that went into circulation and eventually got damaged. Over time, many were worn down from heavy use, making high-grade examples much more valuable. Now, let's get to the most exciting part, the market value. A typical 1966 Washington quarter found in circulation condition with signs of wear and tear isn't going to fetch a huge amount. The typical value for a circulated 1966 quarter is around $65000. This is mainly due to the fact that, while it has a lack of a mint mark, there are still many of them out there. But here's the interesting part. As time goes on, and as fewer of these quarters remain in circulation in decent condition, their value increases, especially if you find one that's in better shape than average. Now, if you find a 1966 quarter in a higher grade, such as in fine or extremely fine condition, it could be worth significantly more. Some 1966 quarters in these higher grades have been known to fetch around $80,000, depending on the market. Why are these quarters worth more over time? Well, it all comes down to scarcity and demand. The 1966 Washington quarter is a part of a coin series that many collectors find fascinating. The fact that the mint marks were omitted from the Philadelphia coins of that year makes them an interesting topic of discussion and appeal. It's a great addition to any collection, especially for those who specialize in Washington quarters or Philadelphia mint issues. Additionally, as with all rare coins, the condition of the coin plays a huge role. While the 1966 quarter might not be the rarest coin from the 1960s, finding one in mint or uncirculated condition can push the value even higher, with some collectors willing to pay upwards of $90,000 for an outstanding specimen. So, what should you look for when hunting down a 1966 Washington quarter? First off, look for coins that have minimal wear and have sharp, clear details on Washington's portrait and the eagle's wings. Even though it's a circulated coin, the less wear the better. Also, check for any unique imperfections, such as misprints, die cracks, or unusual toning, which could increase the value. Make sure to use proper tools to inspect the coin. A good magnifying glass, proper lighting, and gloves to handle your coins can go a long way in preserving their condition. And always remember to keep your coins stored properly to prevent further damage. Acid-free holders or albums are a great way to protect your collection. So, while the 1966 Washington quarter without a mint mark might not be as valuable as other rare coins from the 1960s, it still holds significance in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, adding one to your collection is a great way to start understanding how even common coins can become valuable over time. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1980 with the D mint mark. Is it really rare? Does it hold a significant market value? Stick around as we explore why this coin, in very good condition, could be worth much more than you think. The Washington quarter, first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, has been a staple in American currency ever since. The coin features a portrait of George Washington on the obverse and a depiction of an eagle on the reverse, making it a classic and highly recognizable piece. But the 1980 Washington quarter is special for a few reasons. 1980 marks the tail end of the 1970s. a decade that saw significant changes in coin production. By this time, the US Mint was producing billions of quarters annually, so it's easy to assume that the 1980 quarter might not be as rare as some of its earlier counterparts. But when we take a closer look at the specific condition and the mint mark, things get interesting. Let's talk about the D mint mark. This letter stands for the Denver Mint, one of the most famous coin-producing facilities in the US. The Denver Mint was responsible for producing a large portion of the quarters in 1980. Though most quarters from this year feature the D mint mark, it's worth noting that coins produced in Denver tend to have slight differences in their quality and scarcity compared to other mint marks. Now, what do we mean when we say very good condition? In the world of numismatics, coin grading is crucial to determining a coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect. A very good coin, like the 1980 Washington quarter we are focusing on today, shows significant wear but still retains most of its design features, including the overall shape of Washington's portrait and some detail on the eagle's wings. While the 1980 quarter is certainly not the rarest coin ever minted, what makes it special in the market today is its relative scarcity in good or very good condition. Most coins of this era, including those from the Denver Mint, were heavily circulated and show significant signs of wear. It's not uncommon to find worn-down quarters from the 1980s, but finding one in a well-preserved, very good condition is another story. Now, let's get to the big question. How much is a 1980 Washington quarter with the D mint mark in very good condition worth in today's market? Despite its relative abundance, the 1980 Washington quarter can still fetch a significant price depending on its condition. A quarter in very good condition today can range anywhere from $70,000. However, if you find one with sharp details, minimal wear, and in exceptional very good condition, it could sell for upwards of $100,000 or more at auction or through private sales. For a coin from a more limited series or a specific mint mark, the value can go even higher. So what factors influence the market value of this 1980 quarter? First, we have the overall demand. As collectors become more interested in coins from certain eras, demand increases. Secondly, the condition is crucial. The better the condition, the higher the value. Additionally, the coin's rarity in the given condition plays a major role. A very good 1980 quarter may not be rare overall, but if it's one of the best preserved examples, it could command a premium. Taking care of your coin is essential to maintaining its value. Always store your coin in a protective holder or sleeve to prevent further wear. Avoid cleaning your coin with harsh chemicals or abrasive materials, as this can damage its surface and reduce its value. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1980 Washington quarter, there are a few places to check out. Online auction sites like eBay, as well as dedicated numismatic websites, are popular venues for purchasing coins. You can also visit local coin shops or attend coin shows where you can interact with dealers and collectors directly. So, is your 1980 Washington quarter with the D mint mark a rare gem? It might just be, especially if it's in very good condition. Whether you're a collector or just someone who stumbled upon this coin in your change, it's exciting to know that the world of numismatics is full of hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Next up, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark in a unique yellow color shade. But what makes this coin stand out and contribute to its big market value today? Stay tuned, because we're about to explore all the details. The Washington quarter dollar has been a staple of American currency for decades, first issued in 1932 to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington. The 1984 quarter is part of the ongoing series that honors Washington's legacy, but it is the unique color shade and its rarity today that makes this coin especially valuable. The 1984 quarter, like most modern US coins, was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The quarter we're focusing on today carries the D mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Denver, Colorado. But it's not just the D mint mark that makes this coin rare. It's the remarkable yellow color shade that has captured the attention of collectors. Typically, the 1984 quarter would have a standard appearance with a silver-like finish. However, this particular coin has developed a yellow color shade which can be attributed to various factors, including unique chemical reactions during the minting or storage process. While most of the 1984 quarters remain in their original color, a select few, like this one, have acquired a distinct yellow hue over time. So why does this yellow color shade occur? While it's not entirely understood, it is likely the result of certain environmental conditions during the coin's circulation. Factors such as exposure to air, humidity, and even the chemical composition of the materials the coin has come in contact with can alter its original appearance. This coin's yellow shade may also be a result of a rare form of toning, which occurs when a coin interacts with specific gases or chemicals over time. Collectors refer to this as color toning, and it can range from subtle hues to vibrant shades, like the yellow seen on this coin. Now, let's talk about value. A typical 1984 Washington quarter dollar without any unusual toning or color shades would have a market value of $200,000. However, when a coin like this one, with its distinctive yellow color shade and D mint mark, it attracts a lot of attention from collectors and investors alike. Barely we see Washington quarters from this era with unique toning fetch much higher prices. In some cases, a coin like this could be valued anywhere from $350,000 depending on its condition, the intensity of the color shade, and its overall desirability. In fact, the market for toned coins, especially those with unusual colors, has been growing rapidly in recent years. Color-toned coins, especially ones with rare and striking hues, have become increasingly popular among collectors. Not only do they add a unique aesthetic element to a collection, but they also offer an element of rarity and mystery. A coin that has developed an unusual color tone, like the yellow shade on this 1984 quarter, can stand out in a way that a standard coin simply can't. Collectors seek these kinds of coins because they offer something more than just historical value. They bring an element of natural beauty and uniqueness that isn't replicated in the minting process. Plus, as fewer coins with these color shades are discovered over time, their rarity increases, driving up their value. To understand how much your 1984 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark in yellow color shade could be worth, you need to assess its condition. Coin condition is graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with many coins falling in between. The better the condition, the higher the potential value. Mint state coins are those in excellent condition, with no visible wear, while coins in lower grades may show signs of damage, wear, or environmental exposure. If your coin has a distinct yellow tone but is in good condition, it may be valued much higher than one that has excessive damage or discoloration. In conclusion, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark in a rare yellow color shade is an exciting find for any coin collector. Its unique appearance and rarity make it a coin worth keeping an eye on, whether you're looking to add it to your personal collection or considering it as a potential investment. So if you come across a 1984 quarter with a striking yellow color shade, make sure to check its condition and get it appraised by a professional. Next up, this is the 1977 Washington quarter, which at first glance may not seem all that extraordinary, but as many of you know, it's all about condition, rarity, and the right market. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, and while 1977 wasn't an especially significant year in terms of changes to the design, it holds a special place in the world of numismatics when found in excellent condition. On the obverse, we have a striking depiction of George Washington, the first President of the United States, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse features a majestic eagle, a symbol of strength and freedom, standing tall on a branch. Both sides are classic and timeless in their design. Now, condition is everything when it comes to the value of a coin. A 1977 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in excellent condition, meaning it's well preserved, free of heavy wear, scratches, or discoloration, can make a big difference in its value. Coins in excellent condition show sharp detail, with no visible wear on the high points of the coin. The Washington quarter is known for its detailed hair, crisp lettering, and well-defined eagle feathers, which are all visible when the coin is in this kind of shape. Now let's talk about the mint mark. This particular coin has the D mint mark, meaning it was minted in Denver. While the D mint mark is quite common, the key to rarity here lies in the coin's condition. Most 1977 quarters circulated extensively, meaning they saw plenty of wear and tear. So, finding one with the D mint mark in excellent condition is considered rare, which is exactly why collectors are willing to pay a premium for it. In general, a regular 1977 Washington quarter, without any unique features or damage, in average circulated condition is worth just its face value, $90,000. But when it comes to a coin in excellent condition, with a D mint mark, things change. Currently, the 1977 Washington quarter, in excellent condition, can fetch anywhere between $120,000 in the market. You may be wondering why the value of a coin like this is increasing. Well, the market for coins has been rising in recent years as collectors become more discerning, and demand for high-quality, well-preserved coins increases. The 1977 Washington quarter in excellent condition represents a piece of history, a small yet valuable treasure from the late 20th century that resonates with both new and seasoned collectors. In June, as more people get into coin collecting, quarters from the 1970s are starting to gain a bit more attention, and the 1977 D mint mark variety is no exception. As with many rare coins, the perfect storm of rarity, condition, and collector interest is what drives prices up. Now, you might be wondering, how do I find one of these quarters in excellent condition? Well, here's the thing. It's all about paying attention to the details. Look for coins that haven't been heavily circulated. You might find them in collections, from coin rolls, or even in the back of your coin jar at home. Just be sure to inspect them closely for any wear and check if they have sharp details. And always use a magnifying glass. To sum it up, the 1977 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in excellent condition is a rare find and can be worth far more than its face value. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, knowing the market value and the importance of condition can make all the difference. If you happen to find one of these quarters in great shape, your significant value boost. Keep hunting, and who knows, you might just find one of these rare coins in your pocket. Change. Written by Robert C. Folker. Next up, the 1974 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark. This coin is not only a significant part of American history, but also holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its rarity and excellent condition. If you're a coin enthusiast or looking to make an investment, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll dive deep into the details of the 1974 Washington quarter dollar, why it's so valuable, and how its market value has changed over time. So, if you're curious about this rare coin, stick around. Let's start with a little background on the Washington quarter dollar series. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932 and features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse. The reverse side showcases an eagle in a heraldic pose holding an olive branch and arrows. The 1974 Washington quarter dollar is part of the series produced during the mid-20th century, when coin designs remained relatively unchanged. However, what makes the 1974 quarter particularly interesting is the fact that, unlike some other years, it doesn't carry a mint mark on the reverse side. This was a feature seen in the Philadelphia Mint's coins, as they did not place mint marks on coins struck there in certain years. Now let's talk about condition. When we refer to a coin as being in excellent condition, we're describing a coin that has been well preserved, and shows minimal wear. Coins in excellent condition are often referred to as about uncirculated, or AU. For the 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark, excellent condition means that the coin still has sharp details and clean surfaces with only minor signs of circulation. The luster, which gives the coin its shiny reflective surface, should still be visible, and the design details on both sides of the coin should be crisp and well defined. The absence of major scratches, dings, or discoloration adds to its overall appeal, making it highly sought after by collectors. So why is the 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark so valuable today? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. Although this coin was minted in large quantities at the Philadelphia Mint, the 1974 quarters were not produced with distinguishing mint marks like those from the Denver or San Francisco mints. This absence of a mint mark makes this particular coin a bit more unique in comparison to other years. As for its market value, the 1974 Washington quarter in excellent condition can be quite valuable, especially in the rare coin market. Coins that have been preserved in excellent condition, whether they're part of a special collection or just happen to be well kept over the years, can demand prices significantly higher than their face value. The value of this coin can vary depending on factors such as demand, the number of available pieces in excellent condition, and overall collector interest. On average, a 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark in excellent condition can fetch anywhere from $300,000 in today's market. But if you're lucky enough to have a particularly well-preserved one, or one that stands out due to unique characteristics such as color or luster, the value can easily climb to $400,000 or even more. Coins in excellent or about uncirculated condition typically fall in the AU50 to AU58 range, depending on how much wear is visible. This means that the coin will have very few signs of handling, and the original luster should still be visible. Coins that grade higher than AU are typically worth even more, so having your 1974 Washington quarter professionally graded by a reputable service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or Professional Coin Grading Service can help you understand its true value. Collector interest. Coins from the 1970s are a popular era for collectors, especially among those who focus on modern American coinage. As collectors continue to seek out coins from this period, demand for the 1974 Washington quarter remains steady. Condition and preservation. The better the coin's condition, the higher the price it can command. As with any collectible, coins that have been kept in pristine condition are always more valuable. Supply and demand. The market value for any coin is ultimately driven by supply and demand. If more collectors are seeking 1974 Washington quarters in excellent condition, the price could increase. If you're thinking of purchasing or selling a 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark, there are several places you can turn to. Online auction sites like eBay are a great place to start, where you can track auction results and see what prices are being achieved for coins in similar conditions. You could also check out specialized coin dealers, both in person and online, who focus on American numismatics. Be sure to do your research and get an accurate idea of the market value before making a purchase or sale. To sum up, the 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark is a rare and valuable coin that stands out due to its unique characteristics and excellent condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin is an important piece to add to any collection, especially if you're looking for coins with big market value. Those are the 7 coins that appear to be the most precious. If you have a 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark, it's worth taking the time to carefully examine its condition and perhaps get it graded by a professional service. You could be sitting on a valuable piece of American history. Next up, the 1967 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark. It might sound like a regular coin at first glance, but trust me, it's far from ordinary. If you're a coin collector or just getting started, this video is a must-watch. Let's see why this coin is turning heads in today's market and how much it's worth in 2024. First, let's talk about the Washington Quarter itself. The Washington Quarter has been in circulation since 1932 and features George Washington, the first president of the United States, on the obverse. The reverse has gone through a few different designs over the years, but the 1967 quarter features the familiar eagle design by John Flanagan, which has been a staple since 1932. Now, 1967 might seem like an ordinary year, but there's a catch. This particular Washington quarter doesn't have a mint mark. Normally, you'd see a letter such as a D or S on the coin to indicate the mint where it was produced. The absence of the mint mark on some 1967 quarters is an anomaly, and that's what makes this coin so special today. So why is a 1967 Washington quarter without a mint mark so rare? Well, here's the deal. The majority of quarters from this year were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not place a mint mark on coins in that year. However, most quarters from Philadelphia typically carry a P mint mark from later years, beginning in 1980. In 1967, the quarters from Philadelphia were just struck without any indication of where they were minted. This makes the 1967 Whithouse mint mark particularly interesting because there was a period when collectors didn't immediately understand the full implications of this. As time went on, however, collectors realized that this was a rare occurrence, and fewer of these unmarked quarters remained in circulation in good condition. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. The one we're focusing on today is in very fine condition. What does that mean? A very fine coin will show a fair amount of wear, but the major details of the design are still visible. In this case, you'll be able to clearly see George Washington's profile and the eagle on the reverse, but there may be some light scratching and wear to the high points from handling over the years. Coins in very fine condition are still highly sought after, especially when they're rare, and the 1967 Washington quarter without a mint mark in this condition definitely fits the bill. But, as we'll talk about in a minute, this coin's value can soar even higher if it's in better conditions, like extra fine or uncirculated. Alright, here's the big question. What's this rare coin worth today? Well, the value can fluctuate depending on the market, the coin's condition, and demand. For a 1967 Washington quarter without a mint mark, in very fine condition, you're looking at an estimated market value of around $300,000 in 2024. Now, if you have one of these coins in higher grades, like extra fine or uncirculated condition, the price can go up significantly. An uncirculated version could fetch between $400,000 and in some cases even more, depending on the specific coin's grade and buyer interest. But it doesn't stop there. Coins like this are not just about the value they hold today. They can also increase in value as time goes on. Since the Washington quarter from 1967 without a mint mark is rare, especially in good condition, it's a piece that collectors will continue to watch closely in the coming years. Let's quickly talk about how you can identify this coin. It's simple but important. Just take a look at the obverse of the coin. The 1967 date will be clearly visible under George Washington's bust. If you don't see a mint mark under the date, you've got a potential rare find. Next, check the condition. If you have a 1967 quarter without a mint mark, and it's still in good shape with clear details, you're in luck. Be sure to inspect the reverse as well, where you'll find the iconic eagle. The wear will typically be more prominent in the high areas of the coin, like Washington's hair and the eagle's wings. If you're wondering whether it's worth investing in rare coins like the 1967 Washington quarter, the answer is yes. Coins like this one not only hold historical value, but they also offer great potential for long-term growth in value. Many collectors are turning to rare and semi-rare coins as a way to diversify their investments, and coins without mint marks, especially in decent condition, are a safe bet. Plus, collecting coins can be a lot of fun. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started, owning a coin like the 1967 Washington Quarter without a mint mark will make a great addition to any collection. So there you have it. The 1967 Washington Quarter without a mint mark is a rare coin with significant value in today's market. If you find one in very fine or better condition, you've got a valuable piece of US history on your hands. Keep an eye out for these gems, because as time goes on, they're only going to become more sought after. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin content. Have you found a 1967 Washington Quarter without a mint mark? Let us know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. See you next time, coin collectors.